Good morning, my dear students. Up to now, last videos we have discussed paper 1 first lesson. Now we'll discuss paper 2 first lesson. Do you know what is the paper 2 first lesson? That is 13th lesson. Paper 1 12 lessons. Paper 2 up to 1 to 12 lessons. Paper 1 13 to 22 lessons are from paper 2. So in this paper 2 first lesson, the world between wars. The world between wars. 1900 to 1950. 19 to 900. 19 to 900. Which century can you tell? Which century this is? 1900 to 1950? Yes, this is 20th century. Half of the 20 years is not full. Half of beginning to 50 years. Half. This half century. In the 20th half century, middle century. After that, okay. This is the first lesson. I mean, paper 1 first lesson. Actually, 13th lesson from our textbook. That is the world between wars. So here, how the world is that in the 20th century. In the 20th century, beginning of 20th century, there is industrial development was happened in the world. When there is industrial development happened, some countries are developed by industrially. Some countries are not developed, or they are occupied by developed countries. So, which are the countries are developed means mainly Britain and Japan, Italy. Such like countries are developed countries, industrially developed. Industries are established more, and people life was changed. People earnings are changed. What they earning, those are also changed. Earnings are changed. Their life was changed, and the development. So many countries are development. Which are the countries are developed? Those countries are called West. Those countries are called West. West countries, developed countries, economically, industrially developed countries, mainly Britain. Britain is a developed, well developed country in that time. Britain is developed country in that time. Okay, not only Britain, such like some countries are developed. And those countries, which are the countries are developed economically, those countries are called West. Which are the countries are not developed and ruled by other countries, those countries are called Rest. West, the rest. Which countries are rest? Which are the countries are ruled by other countries? Here you have to understood two things. Colonial power. Colonial power and colonies. Colonies. Colonial power and colonies. Colonies are colony. Colonial powers. Which are the countries are called colonial powers means which countries are occupied other countries, which countries are ruling other countries. Those countries are called colonial power countries. And which countries are ruled by other countries, which countries are occupied by other countries. Those countries are colonies or colony or colonies. Here, colonial power countries are west countries, colonies are rest countries. So here, example, very easy example. Which country occupied our country? Which country ruled our country? Which country ruled in up to before 1947? Yes, Britain, England. So England or Britain is a colonial power. Our India is colony. Understood? Our India is colony. That is colonial power country that was occupied us. Such like so many countries in Asia and Africa. So many countries in Asia and Africa occupied by West countries. They are occupied West countries and ruled by those countries. They are exploited. These Asian and African countries are exploited economically, politically by West countries, by developed countries. So these everything was happened in this 20th century. These all the things are happened in 20th century. And you know, 2 wars are held in this 20th century. That's why the world between the wars, 2 wars have happened. Very dangerous wars happened. So many wars are there, but these are very dangerous wars. Why? Because most human life and most economical money, everything was destroyed, spoiled in this period. So in this, by these 2 wars, the first one is First World War I, second is World War II. About that, we will deeply discuss later. And first thing we will discuss now here, these have understood colonies and colonial powers, and in 20th century, that's why one of the person, do you know the person in your textbook? See there, he is the person. So he is a, do you know, Eric Hobsbawm. His name is Eric Hobsbawm. Eric Hobsbawm. Eric Hobsbawm, what he said? He said, 20th century is the age of extremes. What he said? 20th century is the age of extremes. 20th century is the age of extremes. Why? Eric Hobsbawm told 20th century is the age of extremes. There is a very, very important question, essay question. Why the Eric Hobsbawm said 20th century is the age of extremes? Did you understand? Like that question will come. Otherwise, can you say 20th century is the age of extremes? How can you say 20th century is the age of extremes? Like that answer we can ask. The 20th century is the age of extremes. Why? Then you have to write remaining whatever I will tell now. And also there is a 20th century is a great expectations, experiments and dangerous development happened in 20th century. Great expectations, experiments and dangerous developments happened in 20th century. How? Like that also the question will come. So see that why the 20th century is the age of extremes as told by Eric Abswan. Why he said like that? So here in this period democratic aspirations are increased. Democratic aspirations, desires are increased. Every people they wanted to democracy, democratic country like that. Democratic aspirations are increasing more and more. So that is first thing. Democratic aspirations are increased. Democratic aspirations are were increased. First. Okay. Next, what happened? So many countries they developed their own ideologies. They developed their own ideologies. Agitations are started. Hatreds to hatred other countries. They developed their own ideas. They wanted to develop themselves only. They wanted to hate, agitate other countries. These things are also happened. Agitations are started between the countries. Agitations were started. Agitations are started between the countries. Which countries mainly, if you observe, in Germany, Nazism, that is also the idea is very difficult, that is not a welfare thing. Nazism in Germany, Nazism, Germany, Nazism, Italy, fascism. Italy, fascism. These are the ideology. These countries' ideology is these parties are these ideologies, Nazism, fascism ideologies. Wanted to hatred others, they wanted to develop well. Such things are happened in this period. Next, literacy, life expectancy increased. Literacy rate increased, and all are well educated, and life expectancy, the living standards are increased. The life will increase. The life was increased. Literacy and life expectancy. Life expectancy increased. Scientific knowledge was developed. Another thing, scientific knowledge also developed. Scientific knowledge. Scientific knowledge also developed in this period. Scientific knowledge developed. And also, they removed secret of atom bomb. They published, it was came out how to the atom bomb and atom, how it will come, and what about atom and life, about life, everything was developed, everything was came, secret open. And also, women got more than half of the women in more than half of the countries, women got right to vote. This was also happened in this 20th century. Women got right to vote. Secret of atom, scientific knowledge, and secret of atom, secret of atom, secret of atom came out. Next, sixth one, women got right to vote. Women got right to vote. So many countries they started independent movements. They across the world, so many countries they started independent movement and they got freedom. They become the independent countries. They fight for freedom and they got and freedom and they become independent countries. So many countries have become independent. So many countries become independent. Almost maximum countries become independent. There is lot of changes are occurred. Lot of changes. Political changes. The countries are developed and the countries are becoming democratic countries and based on main principles liberty, equality and fraternity. The society was developed. The society, there is a lot of changes in the society. So many changes have happened in the society. So many changes happened in the society based on main principles of liberty, equality, fraternity. These three. Next, another point we can add is eighth one. Liberty, equality, fraternity. By these principles, the society changes. So social achievement happened. Political changes based on liberty and equality. Political changes also happen. That's why. And here another thing is that two world wars are occurred in this period. Ninth point you can say two world wars are occurred. This is up to here. So many positive things are there, but here world wars. Two world wars are occurred. So many people lost their lives. Economically distracted. These everything was happened. And another thing is that Great Depression happened. 10th point. Great Depression. What happened? Great Depression happened. Here, I think it was not. Okay. Great Depression happened. The worldwide economy triggered by worldwide economy triggered by decline in demand, fall in prices. Worldwide economy triggered by declining demand, falling prices. That is falling prices. This is called Great Depression. Worldwide, a worldwide economic decline in demand, falling prices. I'll write it down. Worldwide economic decline. Decline means decrease. Decline in demand. Decline in demand. Fall in prices. Fall in prices is called Great Depression. This was happened in this 20th century. Great Depression. So many countries economically very backward. Economically backward because of depression happened. totally demand, there is no demand of the production, and there is no price, good price for the production. This was happened in 1920, the Great Depression, when it was happened in 19, between 1929 to 1939. In this period, Great Depression, almost more countries are affected, and these all the things happened. That's why this 20th century also we can say this great expectations. It is a period of great expectations, experiments, dangerous developments. It was a period of great expectations, experiments, and dangerous developments. So this is about this one. So what are those great expectations? Expectations, experiments, experiments, and dangerous developments. Dangerous developments. These are everything happened in this 20th century. That's why Eric Abswan, he was told that 20th century is the age of extremes. Can you understood? So that is about this one. So after that, in this chapter, this is the part 1. Actually, part 1 and part 2 is there. Part 1 this is. Next, the word between was part 2 will be there. Next chapter. This is the first chapter in chapter 2. 1900 to 1950. What was happened? In this chapter, we will discuss 2 world wars and the causes of 2 world wars, consequences of 2 world wars, result of 2 world wars. After 2 world wars, what happened? And before that, why the 2 world wars happened? Which means causes or provocations. Causes are provocations. What are the provocations of First World War and Second World War? And next, there is a result. That is, we can say, what is the result? That is, these things are we will discuss here. And also, organization, the important organization. 2 organizations are happened. 2 organizations are formed. About that, what are those 2 organizations? That is also we will discuss. Consequences, that means result means consequences. What are the consequences of First World War and Second World War? So these things we will discuss. So in this, we will, before that, you have to, dear student, my dear students, you have to observe these pictures. You have to observe these pictures very carefully. And here, something about the pictures. And you should understand. Read that. What are the written here? So read that and observe these pictures. These pictures also will come in the examinations. For example, there is a lady here. See this second picture from above. So who is she? What she is thinking? Can you say like that? You will ask. So once see, observe here and observe these all the things whatever written here and write the answers about each one and see the questions and write the answers about each picture. That is your work. Okay. Next, we will see that. Next topic, world wars, ominous facts. What are ominous facts? Ominous facts, we will see now. You can understand this thing? So, that is Eric Abswan said about that. So, we will see. Next topic, the age of extremes we have completed. World wars. World wars. Ominous facts. Ominous facts here. Those are either positive or negative. Ominous means those are positive, negative. Both good and bad. These things are included in this world wars. So here, why this all wars are happened? So in the beginning of 20th century, the world was divided into developed and non-developed countries, industrially developed countries and backward countries. Industrially developed countries. Which are the countries are industrially developed? In 20th century, beginning of 20th century, we see that Britain, industrially developed countries, these are Britain, Germany, USA, France. Mainly 6 countries are there: Italy, Japan, and Japan. These countries are industrially developed countries. They are industrially developed in that period, 20th century, mainly developed countries. Those are okay, and these countries are occupied other countries, colonial powers. So industrially not developed countries, they are occupied. They wanted to show their superiority, their economical development on other countries. Those countries are Asia, African countries. Asian and African countries they are dominated countries. They are dominated by these developed countries. Okay, and here in these countries, whatever countries we have discussed, developed countries, in these countries also there is some competition increased. Some competition increased. These countries wanted to develop. These countries, Germany wanted to develop itself, and Britain wanted to develop itself. USA wanted to develop itself. France developed, Italy developed, and they wanted to show superiority on other countries. For this development, this group was divided into 2 parts because of competition. They are divided into 2 parts. They wanted to develop by fighting each other like that. They are divided. So like that, which countries are divided? If we see that Germany, Austria, not Australia. Germany, Austria, Hungary, such like some countries, they form as one group, and watches. Here we can say watches. Britain, France, USA, Russia, such like some countries form as another group. Here, what happened between these 2 groups? Some hesitations, some developments. They want development. They want to develop to control another country. Like that, it was started in this both two groups. So in this way, there is, because of these 2 countries, because this is one group. It was alliance with so many other countries. Some countries are joined. Some countries are supported these countries. And here some group countries are there, group of the countries. These countries are also supported by some other countries. Like that, if any problems are occurred between these 2 groups, Then what happened? Remaining countries are supported and which are the countries are here joined and supported. Those countries are joined with them. They fight with other countries like that. For example, there is some friends will be there, friend groups will be there. You and your friends will be there, and some sort your enemy and his friends will be there. These are the both. And here, if any problem came among your friend, you all are support him. You will support. Your group will support. And if any among your friend fight with other group, then what happened? You all will join with him, support. In the same way, other group friend who is against him, reminding other people also, other friends also support him. Like that, there is actually it was happened between two persons. There is a problem in two persons in different group, but remaining people are joined with this person. Remaining friends are joined with this person. Then what happened? It was changed as a biggest gang war. All are the quarrel. In the same way, this is one group, and some countries are supporting, they are making friendly relation with this group. Some countries are supporting and making friendly relation with this group. There is some quarrel started, some dispute started. Then all the countries are joined each other. In the same way, in this way, there is two wars are happened. That is first World War One. World War One have started in 1914 to 1918. First World War One. In this, Germany, Austria, Hungary, one side, Britain, France, USA, like that, another side. Almost so many countries are joined with this group and this group. Totally world, no country left. Only some countries are. Maximum all countries are participated in this war. So if you see that no country was Japan, East Japan and China too. West USA, East Japan and China to West up to USA. No country was left. All countries are participated in this first World War. Okay, after that, some of the political reasons and basic on First World War problems, some countries, and again Second World War started. In this First World War, almost this Germany, Austria, Germany was Germany, that group, along that group was defeated. This group was won. Second World War also started. Basic on First World War. Why? Because First World War some problems are happened some countries. That's why Second World War was started. World War Two. When it was 1939 to 1945. After 21 years, Second World War started. So like this, two world wars are started. All the groups are included in this. So many problems, economical problems, political problems, and human lives. Everything was endangered. They fell in dangerous. They fell in totally dangerous happened in that time. Totally economical destruction and exploitations. Everything happened in the world because of these two world wars. These are the ominous facts in this chapter. That is the topic. Can you understand? So see that and watch again and again. Okay. Next, we will see that what happened on death and destructions. So causes, consequences we'll discuss later. First, after World War One, how many people are died? What was happened? Destructions. What are the destructions? And Second World War, how many people lost their lives? And about destruction, everything we'll see now. Deaths and destructions. Death and destructions. Death and destruction. Death and destructions. Two world wars are very different from other wars. So many wars have happened in the world and in India and wherever. But those are not similar when compared to First World War and Second World War. So many wars have happened. So these are very different. Why? Because more and more human life lost their life in these wars. Okay, if you see that, and First World War nearly 10 million people, 10 million men was died, lost their life. 10 million, 10 million. 1 million equal to 1 million equal to 10 lakhs. 10 millions, which means 1 into 10 into 10 millions, 10 into 10, 100 lakhs, which means 1 crore people. 1 crore people lost their lives in First World War. World War One. In World War One, 1 crore people included in that 1 crore people, 75,000 Indian soldiers are there. Indian soldiers, 75,000 Indian soldiers are there. They fought. They fought in Africa and Europe behalf of Britain. Behalf of Britain, Britain Tarpuna. Behalf of Britain, they fight in Europe and Africa. They lost their lives. Nearly 75,000 Indian soldiers have lost their lives in this First World War. You understand? So, okay, and comes to Second World War. World War II. What about death and destructions? Very dangerous. It is very maximum high level of members are died or people are died in this Second World War. Why? Because, and here some distance is there, some period is there, nearly 21 years. First World War 1914, it was started up to 1918, we know, already we have discussed. Second World War 1939 to 1945. So nearly 21 years gap is there. In this 21 years, there are lot of changes. Technology increased. Atoms are came, bombs, flights, and ships. I mean, what is all warships. These all are increased. That's why death and destruction very high level when compared to World War One to World War Two. So World War Two, if you see that 22 to 25 million, 22 to 25 million battle soldiers, army was died. They lost their lives, 22 to 25 millions, which means 2.2 crores to 2.5 crores. And understood? So 2 crores 20 lakhs to 2 crores 50 lakhs. Army general, army people are dying, and 40 to 52 million civilians, common people. Civilians are died. 40 to 52 million. 40 to 52 millions civilians, common people are died. So sad. They have no any participation. They are not participants. The general people, common people, because of war, these people are lost their lives. So here these people are participated. Millions army participates. They are victims, everything. But these people, what they have, what they said, what is their response, whatever. So nearly 40 to 52 million people, civilians are dead. In that, 6,000 Jews were died. 6,000 Jews were died in Germany. In Germany, Jews, one of the dynasty Jews, one sect is there. Jews means in Telugu, Yudulu. Jews are there. These people are targeted by Aryan dynasty, Hitler. Hitler target them, and these people are in Germany, minority people, minus, less people in Germany. Almost all are Aryans in Germany. So Hitler, he targeted on Jews. Those are minorities. Those are the people main reason for this war. Like that he thought. Okay, that's why he killed 6,000 people in Holocaust. Holocaust means they keep in the room, one room, and they remove total oxygen, whatever in that room. Total dark room. They totally cover that room. There is no little. It was that room was not let any a small chip of air in that. So totally, all the people are keeping that, and they totally close the door. And that by the breathing problem, so many people are died like that. 6,000 people by the Holocaust. Ask which Holocaust? Holocaust. 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 Nearly such like people are died. Holocaust, last speech. This was happened in these 40 to 52 million people. These are also included in that. 75,000 here I have said. Those people are included in 1 crore people. 1 crore men, not only soldiers. Here 6,000 Jews are included, 40 to 52 million civilians. Not only this one. USA throw atom bomb on 2 places in Japan. Those are Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. These are the 2 places in Japan. USA threw atom bomb on these 2 places. August 6th, 1945 and August 9th, 1945. There is atom bombs thrown on these 2 places. There lot of people, nearly 1,50,000 to 2,46,000 people are died in these 2 places. 1,50,000 to 2,46,000. People were lost their lives. Not only like that, still present in these 2 places, that is totally barren. There is no greenish, totally barren. Totally, who are the people present living? Those people are also facing some health problems, health hazards, leukemia, cancer, lynchos. The loss of leg, hand, eye, and like the different, the body parts are also the lost. They have no some body parts. Such like people still they are in that place in Japan because of atom bomb which were thrown by America, USA on Japan. Hiroshima Day, Nagasaki Day, August 6th Hiroshima Day, August 9th Nagasaki Day. We will see that. Did you see Nagasaki Day, Hiroshima Day? So those are. So because of these all are deaths and destructions. Deaths and destructions happened in this world war. Because of these two world wars, death and destruction happened. See this. How it is very dangerous. Okay, and there is one of the graph will be there. On graph is there. Observe this graph. Deaths. Here what he said. War related deaths from 1500 to 1900. War related death from 1500 to 1900. If you observe here, so the red is deaths for 1,000 people. How many people are dying for 1,000 people? If there is 1,000 people in that, how many people are going to die? That is red mark. And yellow is war deaths in millions. How many people totally died in millions? So that is here. Observe this graph and so very carefully. Such like this, depending on this graph, below questions will be almost in paper 2. Bar graphs, timeline charts, pictures will be there. Depending on bar graph, depending on timeline chart, depending on pictures, questions will be there. Very easy. So observe carefully what was there 1500 years, so 900 years, how many deaths are happened, why here maximum deaths are there. Last 1900 if you see that yellow max millions of deaths are there, and 1,000 people deaths per 1,000 also increased. Why it was happened here? What happened here? In that period, all wars are started. That's why here a lot of maximum 1900 to 99, 1500 to 1999. This bar graph 1500 to 1999. So why here maximum deaths are there? Why? Easy. Because of two world wars are happened. Because of two world wars, maximum deaths and this happened in this between 1900 to 1999. So that is maximum here we can say. And here, if you observe, world wars happened very less period. Maximum long period, so many wars are happened. But there is no such like deaths and destructions. What happened? How it was happened in First World War and Second World War. Such like deaths and destructions are not there. So many wars are happened. They lasted long years, 12 years, 20 years, 100 years wars happened. But there is no such like deaths and destructions, which was maximum in First World War, Second War. That's why we are discussing about these wars. Okay, so here one more question is there in your textbook. See, observe. Page number 179. Here one question is there. Okay, so what is that? Find out how long did India-Pakistan war last in 1971? How many people were killed? How long did India and Pakistan war? How long did India and Pakistan war was lasted? In 1971, how many people were killed in both? In India and Pakistan, how many people were killed or died? This is the question, and find out the question and write in your answer. Notes. So whatever questions are there, you should understand and you should gather information. You should write on that. Okay, so this is a very important thing about in this topic. Next we will discuss about power blocks. Power blocks. So here next topic is power blocks.